All right, Cheyenne, thanks so much. And now it's getting hot out there already, as we
Again.
can see. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, what can we expect for the day?
How have you been staying cool, by the way? I wanted to ask you that. What's your prime way of just trying to get out of work here, just try to stay
Yeah.
cool, run the AC like
Yeah,
crazy?
I think just getting in the car and just turning the AC on high blast is
Oh,
like, you know,
that's the prime way to
normal.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well when we get out of here because, yeah,
Yeah.
that heat is building already. Check it out there. Those temperatures just downright hot at this point. We are just now into the afternoon hours, and it's already 91 in D.C., 90 in Manassas. It's getting close to the 90s again across Charlestown, Germantown, Chantilly, all the way across the eastern half of the viewing area. Back into the mountains, well, we're steadily getting there, but it's already still, though, in the middle 60s back into far western Maryland and West Virginia. But here's the kicker. These dew points have continued to climb, and most of us have dew points right now in the upper 60s at the very least, but likely we're going to see more of those lower to middle 70-degree dew points, and that is just downright sweltering. You walk outside and you start to sweat. It's that kind of heat, and that's building these heat index values. Just within the last couple of minutes, the heat index has climbed to 97 in Germantown. It's been 95 in Leesburg, and everybody is pretty much feeling like it's in the 90s. Now, with all this heat and humidity, we're seeing some cloud development, especially off to the north and west. And with this cloud development, there could be a few spotty storms popping up here over the next few hours. But all in all, it should stay relatively quiet as we are still awaiting the arrival of this cold front back off to our north and west. This front is what's going to trigger more widespread rain and storm development tomorrow, and possibly some stronger to severe storms in the mix here. But for right now, again, it's just all about that heat and stifling humidity that continues all the way through the rest of the day today before we see that next round of severe storms tomorrow. We'll detail out that as we get a little bit later on into the show here. But it looks like after all of this, we're finally going to kick out the heat, kick out the storms, and it's going to be downright beautiful by this weekend. But for right now, check this out. Those temperatures going to keep going up. Now, you'll notice those little blotches of yellow mixing in. Those are those spotty storms that could briefly cool things off, but really there's not going to be a lot of relief from the heat as temps soar back into the low 90s. You add the humidity in there. We're talking about heat index values near 100 degrees, and we do not cool off all that much for yet another night. Lows will be in the upper 60s to lower 70s, waking up tomorrow. Now, before that cold front arrives, we're likely to see those temperatures jump back into the middle and upper 80s, but watch as the cold front moves in with those storms, how everything starts to cool down pretty quickly. If one of those storms rolls through your area, expect that temperature to go down a good 10 to 15 degrees, and we at least do see more of a cool down still kicking into effect behind that front as we go into your Thursday night and Friday morning, with those lows finally back down into the 50s and even those lower 60s. Some much needed relief, and there it is too. Behind the front, that humidity goes away, and it's going to be downright beautiful as we get into this weekend. So keep an eye to the sky tomorrow for those scattered severe storms before we do start to have those readings down around 80 and plenty of sunshine on tap as we go through the first weekend of June.